Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. I'm your host here, Remon Azab, aka Remon with TeamSkunk. I wanted to make another video here on farming tips for Rebel characters for the Emperor's Demise event. Now, I was able to get my Emperor to Gear 10. Man, does he need a lot of blue gear. I mean, he needs, let's see here, at Gear 10 alone, 80 of the blues for this piece and uh, 40 here. So he needs 120 of the blue pieces at Gear 10. So, and getting here was really, really difficult. So, I mean, he has a lot of gear that he needs. That's blue. Again, it's not the purple gear, the harder to farm gear, the more expensive gear, but it's just a lot of that gear. He is still one of the faster characters to gear up in the game, I'd say. You just got to have a lot of that early game gear, those Lorinar power cells that you get from the challenges, and the blue thermal detonators. So, you're going to want to farm those to get ready for him, to gear him up. But other than that, he only needs a droid caller and then I believe it's a scanner at gear 9 to get to gear 10. So, yeah, he's a pretty simple character to gear up. Obviously, he's just been playing around with him a little bit in Galactic Wars and a little bit in Arena. But again, I don't have the right pieces around him yet. My Darth Vader's not quite there yet. He's only at gear 8, and my Grand Moff Tarkin is still, he's at 7 stars, but he's not leveled up yet. So I'm still working on my Biggs and Wedge combo, the Wigs combo to get them going, and just a couple other things. So I'll get that together as well. Try to incorporate him into some team because I mean he's just a lot of fun to use, and giving him some increased potency, so he stuns really well now. He stuns a lot of characters, and he sticks that shock quite frequently. So that's pretty excellent. But again, I wanted to create a farming guide for some of these rebel characters. Now, when we're talking about farming characters, uh, you want to, especially when you're talking about an 11-day event, you're trying to do a speed farm, right? So, uh, what I've done here is I've gone ahead and pulled up the rebel characters that are in the game. So we have all the characters here with the rebel tag in the game over here on swgoh.gg, and this is Admiral Akbar, Biggs Darklighter, Han Solo. That's the Han Solo from the raids. Hoth Rebel Scout, Hoth Rebel Soldier, Lando Calrissian, Lobot, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Stormtrooper Han, and Wedge Antilles. Now, some of these characters we can rule out right off the bat. So if you haven't purchased Wedge Antilles out of Herodian packs, he's probably not going to be an option for you. If you haven't already farmed up Hoth Rebel Soldier and Lobot, those are some of the harder characters to attain in the game. So those guys are going to be out. So that leaves us with some of the characters that you can farm from the different shipments. Now, Han Solo from the raids, depending on how well you've done in the raids, not many people have 7-star Han Solos, but it's not impossible. So if you have a higher leveled Han Solo, or if you have Han Solo unlocked at least, he's already at 5 stars. So you have the ability to use him to help, unlock Palpatine if you level him up a little bit. But unlocking a Palpatine at 5 stars isn't going to do you a whole bunch of good, right? I mean, you want to get Palpatine to 7 stars so you can, work on him and make him viable for Arena or Galactic Wars or the raids, right? Because that's how you can be able to use him. A 5-star Palpatine, of course, it depends on your level in the game, but a 5-star Palpatine isn't going to do you that much good, especially if you're going to be pumping a ton of resources into him and pumping a ton of resources in to try to to obtain the character. It has to make sense at the end. So if you don't really have a huge need for Palpatine, or if he's just not going to be able to get to max level, then it may not make sense for you to to go ahead and upset the current plans that you have right now to go on a whim and just try to, obtain this character. Because as much as they want you to believe that this is a rare event and that it's never going to come back, it's going to come back, okay? They have to make you believe that it's rare and that you're not going to get another chance at this, because otherwise you're not going to spend money on crystals and buying bundle packs and things like that. Now, they are selling a bundle pack for Rebel Shards, and they also have the Rebel packs available. And those don't give you a huge, great value, I think, but depending on what stage you're at, if it is going to help you complete the event, that's going to be up to you as to whether the cost makes sense or not. But it is an option for you. You can also get some of these characters, or almost all of these characters, except for Wedge Antilles, out of Chromium packs. So it's an option. But what this is a farming guide, so I wanted to look at the characters that you can farm, and what some of those locations are, and what are the fastest characters to get leveled up as quick as possible. So now, Admiral Akbar is only available in one location. Admiral Akbar is available in the Squad Arena shipments, and that's it. He's a great character, but again, Squad Arena shipments is an odd location because we have 3 rebels that are farmable out of the Squad Arena shipments. So if you're going to be trying to complete this event, you should probably already have 1 or 2 of these characters out of those shipments completed already. So if you already have a Stormtrooper Han and an Admiral Akbar or a Princess Leia, then it's going to be easier to select who to go for here. But if not, it's going to be up to you to decide. I personally think that the best character out of arena shipments, just in general in the game, is going to be Princess Leia. Now, she's available in the arena shipments. She's also available in the Chromium packs. But again, she's one of the more recent characters that's dropped into arena shipments. So there's been a flurry of people that have been farming her. But if you haven't already started farming her at this point, to get her done in 11 days is going to be kind of unrealistic. So, it depends on what stage you are with any of these characters in arena shipments, really, with Stormtrooper Han, Admiral Akbar, or Leia. Whichever character you're closest to getting done, I would continue to just finish that up and then move on to the next one. And that's really the only thing you can do there. But for example, when you're talking about farming for an event like this, when you have a limited time, we're looking for speed farms, right? So the fastest characters to farm, for example, here, Biggs Darklighter. Okay, Biggs Darklighter is available in your Galactic War shipments. Biggs Darklighter is also available in hard node battles. Biggs Darklighter is also available in Cantina battles. Okay, so you can farm Biggs Darklighter out of 3 locations. Now, Galactic War is your most plentiful resource for tokens, right? So you're going to get 1,200 Galactic War tokens a day, which gives you the ability to get 15 Biggs Darklighter shards a day. On top of that, you can also farm him from Dark Side Battles 4A, which gives you three shots, or 3 rolls of the dice to get Biggs Darklighter shards. So you can also get him out of Cantina battles. Now, the thing about Cantina battles is there's also rebel characters there that you're going to want to go for. We'll get into that in a moment. But if you want to speed farm him, let's say you already have 4 rebels and you just need 1 more, you can get him out of 3 locations, right? So you can farm every day Cantina battles for him, you can farm hard node battles for him, and you can get him out of Galactic War shipments. So you can quickly attain this character and get him to 7 stars. So if you have 4 7-star rebels and you're looking for a 5th rebel, Biggs Darklighter is your guy, right? Because he's the most attainable out of any of them. And since his buff with Wedge, he's actually seen a lot more use. So he's a pretty good character. He also has a call and assist. So Biggs is going to be your quickest rebel to farm out of any of them. Now, your second fastest farm is going to be a toss-up between Luke Skywalker. Well, actually, it's going to be Luke Skywalker. So, now, Luke Skywalker is available in Cantina nodes. Luke Skywalker is also available in hard nodes. So, Luke Skywalker, you can get him out of 2 Cantina battles, and you can get him from light side battles 7D. Okay, so again, if you're speed farming, let's say you have 3, for example, 3 leveled rebel characters, and you need 2 more, and 2 of those characters that you don't have are Biggs and Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker, you can get him. You're going to farm your Cantina nodes every day. You're going to probably want to get a couple of refreshes out of there to get him get as many shards for him as you can, and then of course farm your hard node battles for him, so you have a chance to get 3 more shards for him a day as well out of there. It depends. It's up to you whether you want to refresh those hard nodes to continue to get more. Again, it's going to all depend on what level you are with all these characters, and everybody's situation is going to be a little bit different, and it depends on whether it actually makes sense to even do this. But you also have to factor in that there's going to be a huge cost to leveling these characters. So if you're trying to get characters for, let's say, level 1 to level 80, that costs 4.6 million credits, okay? And that's not including gearing the character, starring up the character, and putting ability mats on the character, because all that all costs credits. Okay, so it's going to be probably to get a character from soup to nuts, from level 1 to level 80, 7 stars, geared up, and max abilities. It's going to cost you probably around 7 million to 8 million credits, right? So just you have to factor that in, whenever you're farming any of these characters. And that's going to mean, you're not going to get those resources in this short period of time. Okay, you're not going to get 7 million credits over the next 11 days. So you do get credits from the event, so you're going to get credits for completing the first 4 or 5 tiers before you get to the end, so you can use some of those credits. But again, even if we get another credit heist over the next week, it's not going to be enough. So if you have to level multiple characters, you're going to have to buy credits from the data store. So again, it's going to be up to you whether you want to make that investment to buy the credits. There's a chance multiplier of those credit packs, so you have a chance to get anywhere from like 600,000 credits to 1 million credits, and it really depends on whether that makes sense or not. But if you're looking to make that investment and you want to go forward with trying to get Palpatine because you need him for a team you want to put together, or you just like to have him and you want to attain the character, then again, the second best character to get, or the fastest character to get, would be Luke Skywalker. Now, out of Cantina battles as well is Lando Calrissian. Now, the reason I suggest Luke Skywalker instead of Lando is Luke is available and farmable out of 2 locations, while Lando is not. Lando's only available to farm from 2 nodes in Cantina, which conflict with each other. So, again, you're gonna want to try to pick the character that is the fastest farm. Now, if you already have Luke, then I would go for Lando from the Cantina battles. But again, that's up to you. Again, if you also have you don't have a need for another rebel out of Cantina battles, you can farm Biggs Darklighter out of there as well, to farm Biggs from 3 separate locations, so you can get him up there as quick as possible. Now, while you're doing these Cantina nodes, you're also going to be able to make purchases from the Cantina shipments, okay? And that's going to be Hoth Rebel Scout. He's the rebel that's in Cantina shipments, and he's also available in 2 hard nodes as well. So you can get him from Cantina shipments every day, which is something you're going to do, and then on top of that, dark side and light side, you can do dark side 6A and light side 8B every day, which gives you 6 opportunities to pull Hoth Rebel Scout shards. Okay, so that's going to be the best way for you to go. So if you're trying to pick the best, let's say, 4 characters, because there's only 4 locations really where we can get these characters from. Again, you have opportunities maybe in the shard shop, or maybe in shipments. Throughout the day you might see some shards for rebels. I know that Luke also appears in the Yes, and the guild shipments as well. So that's another reason why he's an easier character to farm. You can get him. You can get 5 shards from him out of the guild shipments as well. But you're going to want to pick 4 characters. Now, hopefully, going into this event, you have had 1 or 2 rebel characters leveled up already. Maybe you have a maxed out Han or a maxed out Akbar or something like that to start with. But if you're looking to go from from 0 to, no, to 7 stars here, and you don't have any rebels, and you're just starting from scratch, just remember, again, the event will come back. You will have another chance. Okay, you just it doesn't make sense if you're at that level to just turn around all your plans upside down and start to farm these rebels just to complete it, because you're not going to do it in 11 days. I would say just keep doing what you're doing and slowly farm these characters so you have them prepared for when the event does return. But again, those are going to be the best characters for you to get. I would suggest getting Biggs Darklighter from Galactic War Shipments and farming him out of hard nodes, getting Luke Skywalker from Cantina Battles and farming him out of hard nodes, getting Hoth Rebel Scout from Cantina Shipments and farming him out of hard nodes, and then farming either Princess Leia, Admiral Akbar, or Stormtrooper Han from your arena shipments. And again, that's going to be the best way you can do it right now. If you come across any shards in other locations, like I said, like the shard shop, you can always pick up a couple of shards out of there. But the quickest way to get this done is going to be in those locations, as I said. And if it makes sense, I'd say go for it. If it doesn't, again, just hold off. There's going to be another opportunity to get Palpatine. And remember, there's not going to be a ton of great Palpatine teams right off the bat, because Empire is not the most popular set of characters to farm out there. So there's not a ton of maxed out Grand Moff Tarkins and Stormtroopers and things like that out there. So it's going to take time for people to put together, excellent Empire teams to make Palpatine even make sense. So just understand, it's going to take time to get that all together. You have time to farm these characters. You don't have to do it in 11 days if you're not going to be able to do it. But again, you can go bananas and buy chromium packs and spend money on credits and level them all up and get it done that way too. But just this is the best way to farm the characters if you're free to play, or just spending a little bit of money every day. So if you like I said, I mean, I definitely wish everybody luck. I hope everybody gets their Palpatine, whether it's this time or on the next time the event comes. But just remember, if it's not going to be possible this time, to start farming your characters now, get them ready, continue to do it with your current plans for whatever you're doing with your arena team or your raid team, and you'll get Palpatine next time. But again, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to try to put together some sort of a guide for farming on our Discord, or on LordSkunk.com, so you can actually just look at it on a sheet. Once I get that together, I'll put that in the comments section of this video, so there's a link for you to check that out on the website. But other than that, if you have any concerns, you can always reach me on Discord at TeamSkunk.com. Just follow the instructions to come meet me on Discord and send me a private message, or just send me a comment here on the bottom of the video. And again, if you if you have any ideas or anything you'd like to see me do, this was actually a suggestion from the comments section the other day. So I definitely appreciate you suggesting me make this video, and it was a good idea. So I'm just again, I really appreciate you guys checking me out. May the force be with you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.